Hey, I'm Blake,
And I'm Dave.
and we're back for another weekly movie stream. Dave, how you doing
Yes,
today?
sir. I am doing pretty good. I mean, a little sick. I guess that makes both of us.
It's true. I got a cold. I'm working through it. I feel like shit, but I'm trying my best, man.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
I did, however, officially legally get my license back.
Hey, right on. The man's back on the road. Danger to us all, for sure, but
Facts.
I'm proud of you,
Straight
Dave.
facts. Thanks.
You're gonna be my problem soon here on the mean streets of LA. So
Yes. I have compiled a list of like 20-something post offices that I'm going to be sending letters to.
dude, right on, right on. I'm excited to get you out here. It's gonna be great. That checks
Actually,
out.
it's funny you say that, Jordan, because, excuse me, today we had to call the cops.
What?
Because a customer came in and was screaming and shouting, telling he was going to kill people and kill everyone in the post office, and then he
Oh my
took off
God.
running. Yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah, it was a bad day for me.
I was wondering when you got checkered green pants.
I've been exploring different realms of fashion, so I'm still working it out, obviously.
Fair enough, man. I mean, you're going to have to get there.
Could have
Yeah, probably.
been. But yeah, man, I'm working through this sickness, but I have been able to. Well, my body's forced me to relax a little bit, so I've been able to like watch some stuff. But the short film I've been cutting.
Yeah.
We're so close to a picture lot cut. I'm
Okay.
feeling very good. Finally, it's been a long grind of checking this thing out and manipulating it and see what all the ways we can do it. But I know this thing inside and out now, so we're getting to a
Good.
picture lot cut. It's feeling good, and I can't wait for everybody to see it. I think we're gonna do some festivals and those kind of things. And yeah, as soon as everybody can see it, I will let you all know.
Yeah. Everybody, when you can see it, you're going to send it to me early, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you early. I can say that out loud. Sorry, guys. I love you all. I do, but Dave gets
I
a
get
little
first
bit of
dibs.
precedence there.
It's true.
But yeah, I do have some fun stuff. I have some movie related things I want to
Okay.
tell you about. So
Okay.
on this coming Sunday is Easter Sunday. Yes.
Yeah.
So at the Aero Theater here in Santa Monica, they're doing a double feature of Donnie Darko and The Evil Dead. And
Okay.
I'm going to tell you why that's great. John, what's up?
John, what's up, buddy?
So I love the Aero Theater. I've taken you there a number of times. That's where we saw Natural Born Killers and The Thing
Yeah.
in 70 millimeter. That's the Aero Theater.
Yeah,
So what I
Theater.
what?
I know the Aero Theater. You've dragged me there so many times.
Oh, trust. I'll drag you there more times.
Fair.
Oh, nice. That's
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'd love to see that on the big screen. But so they're showing a double feature of Donnie Darko and The Evil Dead, the original. And I was invited by my director and our EP to go to the screen. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I realized the last time I saw Donnie Darko was at the Aero Theater on Easter Sunday, like 4 years ago.
Wow. Is this like a regular occurrence that they have?
I don't know. But at that time, it was Richard Kelly, the director, in person. He was 25 when he directed that movie. I don't know if you know that.
No shit. I did not know
Yeah,
that.
he's just a little baby. But
That's
I guess
crazy.
it's rabbit. There's a rabbit in it, a dark rabbit. So I guess it's Easter themed. But
Yeah,
the interesting
why not?
thing, so you and I talked about the Evil Dead on the podcast. But what is interesting about this double feature? Because I was like, oh, what a weird double feature. But in the movie Donnie Darko, Donnie and Gretchen, they go to a movie, and at the movie theater they go to is the Aero Theater,
Okay.
and then the movie that they're watching in their movie at the Aero is The Evil Dead.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, oh, that's clever. That's a clever double feature idea. It's a meta double feature idea.
That's
So
super meta. Here's an idea I just had. And I was like, that'd be cool. And then I went, would it be, though? Because I feel like, I don't know now. Like, as soon as they get to the theater, they should like put on the Evil Dead, like just pause and put on the Evil Dead. Then you watch the entire Evil Dead, and then you come back.
And they come back That's great.
I think that'd be cool.
I haven't seen that, John. That sounds great. I've seen a director's cut of the film, and I think there's another cut of the film, which is a little more explainy. This is one of those kind of rare things where I prefer the theatrical cut more than the director's cut. I just think the director's cut loses a lot of mystery. It explains too much. I like the weirdness and the mystery of it, but it's a really fun movie, and the score is awesome. The score is so good, and the features lots of like really great 80s songs as well. So I love that movie, and I'm really excited to see it.
Hell yeah. I have never seen it. Cue for everyone to be shocked. Yeah, there we go.
Wait, okay. No. I was actually shocked because I didn't know. Really? Of all people?
Come on, Blake.
But it's like Donnie Darko, the people we used to hang out with and all this, like when we were younger. That's like a edgy teenager movie 101.
Nope.
Wow.
Nothing.
Dave, can you come out to LA so Sunday you can watch this double feature with me?
Dude, I wish.
Get on
I
it,
need
bro.
to be there pronto.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Speaking of the Evil Dead, I got a wild hair at my ass the other day. Went and bought a PS5.
Okay.
And I bought a few games, and I bought some major labels because I was like, I've heard great things. So I'll have something to do when we're in our off season here in a few weeks.
Yeah.
And then I saw for $20 the Evil Dead game.
Oh yeah?
You can play as yes, I got it. You can play as Ash and other people in the original Evil Dead.
Dude, that's really cool. Oh
Yeah.
no, I didn't watch Tetris, Icky. I think I heard it was good. Oh, you said it was good on the Discord. I gotta check it out. But that would be fun. That sounds like a fun game, Dave. On our First Prize Games channel, you should stream playing like movie related video games.
Well, I don't know how many there are, other than just like Avengers and shit, and like
No, what? Plenty. Think of how many crappy video game movie adaptations there are.
I mean, I guess so. Yeah,
Tons of them. See, Icky knows.
yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't even know the thing was was a game at all, let alone an incredible one.
Interesting.
Oh, dude, John. So the first and second Evil Dead movies they're the same movie, but approached very differently. I think Evil Dead 2 is one of the best horror comedies of all time, in my opinion, which is apt for today's stream because we're talking about some horror-esque comedies. But yeah, Evil Dead 2 is so good, man. I need to rewatch that as well. But sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, yeah. I've seen little clips. I haven't seen the full trailer yet, but I've seen little clips here and there, of the new Evil Dead movie, and I'm like, yo, this actually looks really good.
I'm excited to see it, but like you brought up in a movie news segment probably a few weeks ago, the guy was like, "This movie sucks!" Like in that screening, and everyone's like, I think Bruce Campbell's like, "Get the fuck out of here!" I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. I really am. I don't know if it's gonna be good. Like I told you, I'm a little apprehensive based on the trailer, but going in with an open mind and an open heart. You know me.
Yeah, that's true. You do like to go into things with, open mind and stuff, and it's very stupid.
I should prejudge everything.
Prejudge everything.
Okay.
You know the phrase "absolutely judge every book by its cover."
That's true. That's why I've read so many books that are colorful and for children.
So, do you have to color in them?
Whatever. A little extra handwork keeps my muscles from cramping. It's good stuff, Dave. I'm not a learned man, but
okay. But think about this. I just had an idea popped into my head. When I get out there and I have my awesome setup that I told you about, my movie viewing, whatever. Imagine playing the Evil Dead game on that.
it sounds like I'm gonna barf. Honestly, it sounds like because Dave's gonna get a big ass TV and it's gonna make me sick. Just saying.
Probably. But that'll be half the fun.
Oh, that's true. And it's good you have hardwood floors too, so I can just barf wherever and you can sweep it up later.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can sweep it up later.
No, I'm going home.
I'm locking
Going
you
home.
in.
Not my apartment, not my problem.
Locking you in.
Hey, Dave, someone barfed on your floor, bro. I gotta go. Just clean that up.
Oh, man.
But I do have a recommendation. It's not a
Okay.
movie recommendation, but it's a movie-related TV show recommendation that I just discovered. Like I said, I've been sick. I've been sleeping a lot. But my director, Sarah, she recommended this Netflix series called Brand New Cherry Flavor. And I'm like, what is that? I can't even remember the name. It's called, I'm going to type it in the chat just so you all can see what I'm talking about. If you like film, if you like, oh, son of a bitch.
Damn it, Icky.
Damn it. I was talking about something I liked.
Is this the one Neko one? I can't remember.
This is
what
one.
it was.
Super Neko Time is the.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
The incendiary.
The one that we
move.
have to hate ourselves over. Okay.
I'm glad I'm sick and I can't taste that much. So cheers.
I'm gonna sneeze either way, I think.
I think being sick's making it worse.
Okay, first of all, I think I like the pink ones. The pink one. Oh my god. Okay, John, I gotta ask how you stick to Tubi with all those ads. Number one. Number two, I like the pink ones, dude. The pink ones remind me of fucking the candy Valentine's hearts.
Oh, they're mint, right?
No.
I don't
How
know,
would
man.
pink be mint?
My pink ones are like mint flavored, dude. I also, again, might be having just a very drawn out aneurysm.
This is the longest stroke ever.
Oh, dude, I'm just stirring around the Dayquil Neko combo here, sitting deep, homie.
Oh no.
Oh, everything's bad.
Gnarly, dude.
So anyway, what I was talking about, this show is called Brand New Cherry Flavor. It is like, I highly recommend it. It's a limited series. It's like 8 episodes, just like all the Netflix series are. Yep. It's like David Cronenberg meets David Lynch. I guess a meeting of the Davids. It's so weird. It's like this like kind of art house kind of thing. Catherine Keener's in it. It's so good. It's about this girl who makes a short film and goes to Hollywood and basically has her film taken away from her.
Oh,
like
what?
right from under her. And so it's like it's her journey. It's like this trippy like LA fever dream, like filmmaking nightmare. It's right up my alley. Stylistically right up my alley. There's a couple like hokey visual things, but Catherine Keener's so good at it. It's so weird. It's so weird and entrancing. So I recommend that. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I've been like stuck on for sure.
Damn it. Now, see, I knew as soon as what's funny is as soon as I bought my PlayStation, I was like, man, now I'm gonna have all these free time. I'm gonna, instead of watching the shit I should be watching, I'm gonna be playing video games instead. Now I'm like,
never expect Dave to watch another movie again unless we force him to.
it's true.
Dave doesn't watch movies for enjoyment. He watches them out of pure obligation.
Yes, it's a job.
Doesn't even like movies. Funny enough, yeah.
That's why I'd never seen any of them.
Yeah, it doesn't like a lot of motion, lots of things, in front of his face. Storylines, no, none of that shit. Get it out of his face.
Yeah, no, that big ass TV setup is strictly for video games. You know, the video games that I just bought for the first time in however many years.
It's a good choice.
I've been without a PlayStation for fucking well over like a year and a half and even before then, actually, I have no idea. funny story. I really have no idea how long I've been without a PlayStation up until I just bought one, because I stopped turning it on because my TV that I got out in the garage is it's an Amazon TV, so I just log in on my accounts there. So one day I was like, I want to play video games, and nothing was happening. I was like,
oh.
So I looked up. I was like, it's plugged in, and I pulled out it was not one of those like trip plugs.
Oh yeah.
I pulled it out, and I was like, oh, that plug's black.
Oh, this thing recently caught fire.
I was like, well, cool. Yeah. So when I bought my PS5, I put it right where my PS4 was supposed to be, and I was looking at my PS4. I was like, trash, and I just threw it right in the trash. I'm not doing that.
That's great. Oh yeah, John. Put that on the Discord as well, because I heard about this actually, and I do want to see it. I think Phil Tippett is just wildly talented, and I really want to see that. I didn't know it existed. So
that actually just reminded me of all things TikTok. I just saw, and I've been stumbling upon a lot of like actor TikToks, which are surprisingly good most of the time. But there's this one where this one person did a 3-view TikTok of the same lines. It was a line from Deadpool and Deadpool 2, and it's the serious one, and then it's the Disney Pixar one, and then it's the stop motion one, and it's actually really good in each one. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, she acts exactly the way you would expect those things to be.
So question, are these like actor TikTok things? Are they people like lip syncing to other scenes? Or are they what is this?
A lot of the ones that I've seen, there's not even words. It's like actor challenges. There are some that have words. And then there's some that are just like the hero versus the villain trope. Like the hero realizes the villain has been a friend all along trope.
Okay.
You know, like where you can see them reacting. They're not saying anything. It's just the music. But then there's one where it's from an anime. Okay. And there people are acting it out where one person it's one person on screen, but they're like, there seems to be some kind of mistake here. And the person's like, what do you mean? He's like, there's only he said there seems to be some mistake here, like you don't have enough or whatever. And the other guy off screen or whatever in the anime is like, what do you mean? You're outnumbered. And he goes, yes, but there's only 4 of you. You'll need more than that. And like everybody's like cool like thing that they do, like little take on it. Like there's some people like they'll have like the smile the whole time and be like, yeah, there's only 4 of you. You'll need more of that. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, got you. Oh, okay. So it's almost like showing like an audition tape for the internet, essentially.
Basically, yeah. And so a lot of them are surprisingly really good.
I wonder if people get booked off of that. Like if casting, because like I've been to seminars and stuff like that where managers and agents will talk about where they find some of their talent, and like, yeah, I've signed people off of Reddit posts before.
God damn.
Like interesting Reddit posts, or like, you know, there's a lot of what was it, like No Sleep and different like Reddits that have like scary stories and stuff.
Yes.
And so people sign them off of that. You don't have to know how to write a movie. You don't have to know that much. But if you have cool ideas and in an interesting concept, like you can learn structure, screenplay structure, they're going to sign your ass. So you never know. Oh, here's the thing. Pizzas. Man.
You missed that stream, dog.
Cocaine Bear was like not. I don't know, man. It
was okay.
It was fine. I'm not like mad at it, but I just felt like, and I think we both agreed on this. I just felt like there's so many ways that it could have like been better. It could have been funnier. I feel like it overplayed its hand a lot. I liked a lot of the acting and a lot of the people, but man, that movie just didn't quite hit like I was hoping it would for me.
Yeah. But again, it was fine for what it was.
Yeah, no, I agree. It was fine. I'm not mad at it. I'm not saying you shouldn't like it or whatever. I was just really, I don't know. I wanted more. The directing I think the directing was bad.
Directing was horrible. We talked about that for sure. Directing was awful. It was almost as bad as the manners of everybody in the theater we went to.
Yo, if those people are out there, I want to give my sincerest fuck you.
Pizzas, but that's funny you say that because the gazebo scene is one of the times where she completely overplayed her hand.
I know. It's so frustrating. Yeah. I don't know. But I did love, my favorite scene is the EMT stuff. Like that whole EMT sequence was wonderful. I thought it was hilarious. Really, it was played really well. Yeah, I love that part. I would rewatch really the movie just for that part.
Yeah. No.
I think it's but
I would watch the part. Like I'd watch clips of the part, but absolutely not. I wouldn't watch the whole
thing. It is kind of like its own little short film in and of itself. It's good. But but short of that, whatever. We've been talking forever. We got to get to some movie news, Dave.
Let's fucking do it, man.
All right, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
Let me see. I do want to go first, but I want to pick which one.
Yo Pizzas. Yeah, we paid to see this in a theater, so
we did. It was not smart.
Yeah.
Okay, so everything I have.
Okay.
Is sequels and remakes and reboots and spinoffs, and I know you hate those.
I do.
So I'm gonna only do those. So
God damn, I can always count on you.
I'm gonna start with the most baffling one. Heat 2 is in development with Adam Driver. With Adam Driver to star as the younger version of Robert De Niro's character.
Yes, I am excited for this. If so, Pizzas was the one trying to get us to do a Heat stream for forever, and I do want to make Dave watch Heat because it is Michael Mann, man. It's such a good movie. It's such a good movie, Dave, and I know you would like it. I don't know. You surprise me with your weird ass takes, so maybe you'd hate it. I don't know. I don't really know. I can't I can't tell anymore. But I love the movie Heat. Al Pacino is so good in it. Natalie Portman is in it as a little child.
Oh, I was like, what?
Yeah, De Niro's in it. It's so good. It's great action. It's wonderful. So I'm looking forward to it too. And obviously Adam Driver's talented, man. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe that, man. I guess it has been that long. That blows my mind. It's such a good movie, and I know Michael Mann's been like dying to do a sequel. I think he wrote a book or something. Thank you. Pizzas understands.
Yes, you guys both. You guys get me. You really do.
But yeah, no, he's been dying to do a sequel to this thing, and I think the story's ripe for the picking, especially a prequel, just to see how we got here.
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's what Heat 2 is going to be about. It's likely to follow the original novel's plot, depicting events following the film's climactic bank robbery. So it's not a prequel.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So it's very strange that the Heat 2 is a sequel with not the same actors playing the same characters.
I'm open to it. I'm open to it because it's not going to be like a gas station bargain bin straight to home video thing. Obviously, it's Adam Driver, so I have faith that something's going to happen.
Oh wait, what? Now I'm really confused.
What?
Because it says that it's likely going to follow the original novel's plot, depicting events following the film's climactic bank robbery. Blah 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 blah. Excuse me. The sequel novel instead focuses on right-hand man Val Kilmer's character, and his escape to Southeast Asia. However, the book's prequel story stays with Macaulay as he and his crew pull jobs up and down the American West Coast, along the U.S. border and Mexico border and Chicago. Meanwhile, Hannah works as a young officer in Chicago department, working his way up, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, interesting.
I just saw, the book's prequel story right there.
Well, that's what I had read, so...
That's why I'm confused, because I just said, no, it's not, because... God damn, excuse me. It's following the film's climactic bank robbery.
Yeah, but
it's a
even
prequel?
when you introduced it, you said Adam Driver's playing a younger version of De Niro's character,
Yeah, and that's
which would
'cause then I read
indicate
that,
a
I was like,
prequel.
That's what I'm saying. And I read because that's what it said.
Yeah.
Initially, he's going to be playing a younger version of De Niro's character, but then I scroll down to the next paragraph, and I'm like, wait, what the hell? I should have read this beforehand. Is what the
Probably.
moral story is. Hey,
Yeah,
Wendy!
that's fine. Yo, Wendy, dude. Yeah, Al Pacino is so funny, so funny in Heat, dude. The man's unhinged. Those were like his. I don't know. I know he had the '80s, but I still think he was riding high on his coke days in the '90s too.
Probably.
'Cause
I would assume. Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah.
Peak Pacino.
Yes. What do you got?
We got a new Wes Anderson film, Asteroid City, which looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
What's it about?
It's about an asteroid city, Dave. Catch up.
Okay, but is it a city made from asteroids? Is it a city on an asteroid? Is it a city that gets destroyed by asteroids? So many things, bro.
So here's what IMDb has to say about it. The itinerary of a junior stargazer convention is spectacularly disrupted by a world-changing event. So of course it's not going to be it's singularly focused with a big thing happening in the background. Here's my question for you though. I think Wes Anderson is great. I don't know. Do you like Wes Anderson films?
Can you give me an example of another?
The Royal Tenenbaums, Bottle
Never seen it.
Rocket, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Rushmore, French Dispatch.
Nope.
What else we got? Grand Budapest Hotel.
Nope.
To say Moonrise Kingdom.
Nope.
Darjeeling Limited.
Nope.
The Life Aquatic?
Nope.
Are you fucking kidding?
You want to keep going? This is fun.
Isle of Dogs? I think I named
Nope.
all of them almost. Okay,
I've heard
well,
of him. I've heard of Wes Anderson. Yeah.
oh boy, Dave. Isle of Dogs is great. I wouldn't consider myself a huge Wes Anderson fan. I like his movies. I do, but I'm not always drawn into them, I guess. I think Rushmore is great. I love The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. Royal Tenenbaums is always good. I think around like the Moonrise Kingdom era, I'm everything's kind of looked the same the last 10 years, and that's what I wanted to ask. And specifically here to the chat, this is not a diss, but they're all kind of starting to look alike in their uniqueness. They're so unique that they all kind of look alike to me now. Does that make sense? They're so stylistically similar that polling, like when I saw the trailer for Asteroid City, I was like, oh, if you took a still of this and told me it was in Moonrise Kingdom, I would say sure, probably.
Interesting. Yeah, as someone who has seen all of the Wes Anderson movies, I can agree with you.
Chloe One's offended by you.
Yes, she is.
She
She's
should
very
be.
offended by me.
She should be. Not even one? Not even one?
I've seen parts of the Royal Tenenbaums.
Oh,
I know for a fact I've seen parts of it.
I've seen a meme featuring images from the Royal Tenenbaums.
No, I've on TV once. Maybe.
I love that for us. But no, I just didn't know. You haven't seen any, so I guess there's not too much of an opinion there. But I wanted to ask, if like a filmmaker, and maybe going to a larger degree, any filmmaker with a very distinct style, does that style run its course? Again, I'm not saying this is a bad movie. I don't know anything about it, but I'm just curious because it just looks like all the last ones that have come out in the last 10 years.
Yeah, I think that there's a few directors that are kind of, as Chloe was saying, pigeonholing themselves into like their own style. So I can totally see Wes Anderson potentially doing the same thing. Not that I've seen any, but like if he's one of those types of directors, sure. Oh, absolutely.
And again, not to say he's a bad director. He's an incredible artist. I'm just thinking that a lot of these stills could have come from so many of these other films of his. So yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna put it in music terms from my own brain.
Okay.
It's like August Burns Red has put out the same album the last like 6 times. They're all great. It's all fantastic. But they just released a new album, and I got halfway through one song, skipped to the next song, and was like, no, same album. Yeah. So not that it's bad, it's good. It's if you listen through, it's all really great, very talented, very nice sounding, but it's the same thing. And I feel like it's kind of what you're saying there is that not that it's bad, it's still really good, but it's kind of the same sort of.
Right. Yeah, I'm interested to see it, so I will see it. We'll see how it pans out, because it's a stacked cast, dude. It's a stacked cast. Let me run this down for you really quick.
I'll go see it with you.
Yeah, that'd be. Oh yeah, you'll be out here by the time it's out. Jason Schwartzman, obviously, Scarlett Johansson, Tom Hanks, Jeffrey Wright, Tilda Swinton, Bryan Cranston, Ed Norton, Adrian Brody, Liev Schreiber, Hope Davis, Steve Park, Steve Carell, Maya Hawke, Matt Dillon, Willem Dafoe, Margot Robbie. Dude.
What?
Yeah, it's going to be insane. Oh, it's also co-written by Roman Coppola.
Dude, holy shit. That's so many people.
So many people.
That's like, what's the one that just came out with all kinds of ridiculous cast that was like 3 hours long and everyone's like, meh.
Amsterdam? Babylon?
That one. Yeah, Babylon. Sorry, Babylon. That one had a really stacked cast, and everyone was like,
yeah. I'd say Amsterdam probably had more of a stacked cast than Babylon, but both films were kind of shrugged off a little bit. It's interesting though. It's a great cast. Lots of those Wes Anderson regulars, but some new faces here. So I don't know. I'm really stoked. I'm really excited for it. So.
Totally. Yeah, that sounds like something I definitely would love to see.
Yeah, Icky, I heard it was just very, very long and a bit indulgent for some viewers. So we'll see. I don't know if I'm fine with long movies, but justify that runtime, man. I gotta say, I'm interested in Babylon. I am. I just, goddamn, I've heard no soaring endorsements of the film. I don't know. I think Damien Chazelle is great and talented, but I don't know.
Yes.
It's fun for a minute.
That definitely feels like one of those, especially with the runtime. I have no interest in seeing it because I after everything I've heard and seen online, it definitely feels like it's going to be one of those movies where you're like, this is cool.
Yeah. That's true. And I feel like you are also more. I feel like I can stick out some stuff a little bit longer than you. I know it was hard for you to watch, as Italian as you are. It's hard for you to get through The Godfather. It's hard for you to get through like stuff like Goodfellas, and those are classic films. Yeah, but they're long. They're fucking long.
So long.
Yeah, those are justified long. So if you give me an unjustified 3-hour movie, nah, dude, nah, that's a big fuck no from me. Yeah, dude, Icky, Goodfellas is so good.
I'd say it was really good.
Good's right there in the title. Go on, what?
That's how you establish whether a movie's good or not. I mean, Babylon is bad, probably.
Babylon?
Babylon. You didn't know that? Come on.
Dumb.
The Good Father? It's in there.
It's right there in the title.
It's right there in the title, Blake. God.
Thanks, Scorsese. You're a real one. But we do have some other movie news. Dave, what else you got?
Something that's gonna bring your mood down. Shrek 5 is in development.
Stop it.
Shrek 5 is in development with Mike Myers, Cameron Diaz, Eddie Murphy all expected to return.
It's not a joke. I thought it was a joke. It's not a joke.
No, it's real. It's real. They're coming back, I guess, because apparently there's a little bit of meat left on this dead horse. So.
Oh no, dude. Maybe it'll be like Scream 5, where it's like a nice refresh. I liked Scream 5 a lot. And we'll see. Maybe Shrek 5 coming in hot.
I mean, we'll see.
I don't know. Maybe people still... Because the original Shrek came out when we were like, what, 10 or 11? What year was the original Shrek?
2001, I think.
Okay. So, 2001. So I was either 10 or 11. You were 11 or 12. And it's just like... I don't know. Does that hold up with like kids today? Do kids today like Shrek? All you children in the chat, shout out us. Let us know.
Let us know, because we are too old.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
I think the first Shrek was fun, but I think I've seen it once or twice. Maybe some really, really great Smash Mouth tunes in there. Everybody knows and loves.
I really like a lot of the stuff that they snuck into Shrek that we didn't realize until like basically our 30s.
Yeah, there's some fun stuff in there.
For instance, Lord Farquaad.
Yeah, Lord Fuckwad.
Lord Fuckwad, yeah. Oh, it's so good.
Okay, apparently my 7-year-old nephew does like Shrek, so it hits
cool.
still. It makes sense. It's a kids movie. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
We grew up watching Disney movies from like 1933, so I guess that stuff doesn't really have an expiration date.
Right? No, yeah. Kids movies are gonna always be great up to a certain age.
I think so too.
But if I may,
except the Emoji Movie, I think that one might might be dated rather quickly.
Yeah, probably. But speaking of kids movies, I'm gonna hop into my next one here. Remake. They're remaking Moana.
Wait, Moana?
Moana. They're remaking Moana. That only came out in 2016. They're making a live-action remake of Moana.
I was gonna say I thought it was 2014, but still 2016 is way worse. 2016's Moana. 2024 Moana. Now with different animation that we're gonna call live action.
Well, here's what's funny is. Oh my God. I have to read you some of these tweets about it. I have to read you because people are like, what?
Okay, yeah, read away, dude. I'm here for this.
So the first one that is on this thread here, the eventual Dwayne Johnson biopic about the production of Black Adam and his subsequent fall from grace is going to go so hard. And then someone said, he's so desperate after the failure of Black Adam. Oh my God.
Dude, it's you know what's actually, it's not funny, but interesting is that is an interesting say. First off, I don't want to see, I've never seen Moana. Not that I have anything against it. I just have never sat down and watched Moana before. My nieces love it, I know, but never seen it. Heard it's great. I don't think we need this. Who am I to say? But
we don't
I don't
fucking need this.
But speaking of Black Adam, have you heard Zachary Levi is having a bit of a meltdown on the internet regarding Shazam: Fury of the Gods?
Uh-oh.
He's been begging people to go see it.
What?
Begging people to go see it and like throwing around all these like accusations that are pretty well aimed at Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
No.
Yeah, he's been having a time, dude. He's been having a real time mentally with this thing. It's not going well for him, is what I'm saying. Which, like, who cares, man? Everybody does a flop movie at some point. Let it go.
Well, apparently a lot of people are very frustrated with how he portrayed the Shazam character in this movie. They said it was very, very childish. And
isn't that just the concept?
No, but like overly so, like overly,
got it.
even more childish than the actual kid character's age.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, and you're right, John. There's no end in sight to these live action remakes.
No.
But yeah, are you seeing this though?
No, fuck, I'm not seeing. I never even saw the regular Moana.
Oh no, sorry. I meant, are you looking at the Zachary Levi stuff?
Oh. So the only thing I'm seeing right now, oh my God, even Shazam 2's other stars are now attacking Zachary Levi, apparently.
Yikes.
And he's like, yeah, he's saying things like, oh, it's objectively better than the first movie. And, excuse me, none of that matters because James Gunn won't greenlight Shazam 3 after Zachary Levi's sequel's disappointing $109 million box office run.
Does Zachary Levi not have any want to play other characters or in any other movies? Is he like hitching his everything to this?
It seems to be that he really thought this was going to be what propelled him to, huge levels.
Mega stardom.
Yeah, mega stardom. Thank you. Excuse me. Sorry. But it definitely didn't, number one. But I did see Hang on, Chuck.
But like, also, bro, if you have to go on the internet and beg people to go see your major, huge blockbuster movie, you probably shouldn't. First off, you should probably get a new agent, or
yeah.
start going to casting calls.
Yes,
Like, get working, dude.
So, Icky, what do you mean that he came out as a crazy person? And, like, aside from what Blake you're saying, is there other stuff about him that's like popping out or whatever?
Yeah, he's like an anti-vaxxer kind of guy, and that kind of stuff. So he's he's doing exactly, Icky. He's doing that thing. So who fucking knows, man?
Well, I don't feel bad for him because I really liked him in Chuck, and I really liked him in the first Shazam, but now I don't care.
I've never seen him in anything, so I'm not one to judge on his acting skills. So
fair enough.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, that's going on. And James Gunn, is kind of doing his own thing. We'll see how that pans out.
I don't know. But I did see a trailer for Blue Beetle, which I guess is a DC character.
Okay, I've heard that name. I haven't seen anything about it. So
it's basically it's gonna flop because it's like an Iron Man-esque character.
Okay. Yeah.
Nobody knows who that is. And even if they do, like, we instead just go see Iron Man. Like, again, just rewatch Iron Man.
And that's the thing with, like, Shazam. It's like in Black Adam, like, those aren't household things. They're not Spider-Man. They're not, Captain America. They're not Iron Man. They're not those tier things. Like, not that they were doomed to fail because the first Shazam did really well, but, like, come on, man. Come on, Zachary Levi. Come on, Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
If Zachary Levi is pointing at Dwayne The Rock Johnson, this is really starting to make my theory heat up.
Which is
Dwayne The Rock Johnson is starting to he's it's all gone to his head, and now he's starting to demand things.
Okay, he's kind of hit that fever pitch of like stardom and like being able to like push the studios around kind of thing.
That's what he thinks, but he's not.
It might blow up in his face. It might blow right up in his face. It
already is. Black Adam tanked.
Listen, go ahead. Sorry.
He did really like meddle with Shazam too, because I think it was supposed to have a cameo.
A cameo or like a post-credit scene or something like that.
Yes, and he was like, no.
Right. Whatever. Who cares? Does anybody care about this? No. That's what I'm saying. Nobody gives a fuck. I'm just, it's like so frustrating. Like the infighting is like frustrating and weird because it's not, I don't know. I don't see who this benefits other than Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Zachary Levi.
But I don't think it benefits either one of them, especially because they're trying
to stay in the news cycle. I think it benefits them.
No, I think looking back on this, I really think that looking back on this, it's gonna be cringy as hell.
It is. It's currently cringy as hell.
But I mean, like, history's not going to look good on them for this. Like, I really think that it was a joke, but I really think Dwayne The Rock Johnson's about to fall from grace really hard.
I mean, I'm not one to make predictions, but like, I'm getting that Ellen vibe, right? Right,
something's
just
gonna
like
come out.
That very like overly nice, overly kind, and all this stuff to where it's just like, just kidding, you're a total asshole. I don't know. He could be a nice guy. I don't know, man. I don't know how he operates. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. You'll definitely see.
But I do have a big box office matchup. We got something coming up this summer. We got 2 movies coming out on the same day. 2 titans of cinema. We got Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer, and it will be releasing on the same day as Greta Gerwig's Barbie. So people have been talking about this matchup of cinematic proportions, and I'm like, are they the same audiences?
No. Number one, no. One's definitely not going to take away from the other, but
I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't like to.
I'm excited for Barbie.
Really?
I am. I'm excited for Barbie, and I'm really, really excited for Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer.
I really want to see Oppenheimer for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to see it on the biggest screen I can. But I want to see Barbie too. I love Greta Gerwig. I think she's an incredible director. Just saying.
Obi-Wan. Oh no.
It's a double feature day, baby.
Oh no. I foresee that in my future.
All thematically relevant. One's about a nuclear bomb. The other one is a nuclear bomb.
Oh my god. It depends on which one you see first though, because if you see Barbie first, then it is good and it is funny, like, oh, that's cool, and then you immediately get punched in the face by Oppenheimer. Or
I know.
You leave an Oppenheimer and you're just like,
Oh shit.
and then the whole time you're just watching Barbie like that.
Just having like war flashbacks watching Barbie.
Yes, exactly. Oh my god.
That's amazing. Are we here's the thing. I got to look and see if we're getting another Hans Zimmer score for this Christopher Nolan film.
Oh my god, are we?
I'm looking right now. We don't know so far.
Oh, come on.
Actually, you know who is scoring this? It's not Hans Zimmer. It's Ludwig Göransson, the guy who scored like Black Panther and all those films. He did a lot of stuff with Childish Gambino.
No shit.
Wow. Hey, Hoyt van Hoytema is director of photography for it as well. I wonder. I know because Wally Pfister used to be his DP, Christopher Nolan's DP, and he left to like direct this like really crappy film with Johnny Depp called Transcendence, and it didn't do good.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know.
Movie.
I don't know what Wally Pfister's up to these days, but he was a great director of photography. He did a lot of the Batmans, and stuff. Anyway, I just kind of went down the rabbit hole on that, but I'm interested. I'm really. I say interested. I'm excited to see Oppenheimer.
Yeah, I am very excited to see it too. I've only seen like one trailer for it, but it's Christopher Nolan. Mm-hmm. And enough said.
Yeah.
I love Christopher Nolan.
Me too. Sorry, I'm just stuck on Icky's comment about a Hans Zimmer Barbie score.
Oh my god! I'm just imagining the Barbie girl song, but in Hans Zimmer style.
I'm a Barbie girl. I'm in.
That's exactly what I pictured. Get out of my head.
It's gonna be great, dude. I'm excited. Yes. But short of that, I think we can move along. The only last little thing I do have in terms of movie news is the movie and TV rights for a live action Street Fighter series or TV movie or whatever was won by Legendary Entertainment, which is the studio who also owns like Godzilla and Dune and stuff. Did you ever play Street Fighter growing up?
Only at video, like arcade style video games at the movie theaters.
Oh, interesting. Wow. It all comes together. I actually played Street Fighter when I was a kid.
Did you really?
I did. I liked that game because wasn't there already a Street Fighter movie? Yeah, Jean-Claude Van Damme starred in it. I remember seeing this movie. We must have rented it from Blockbuster or something because I was really excited for this, and I know Wendy liked Jean-Claude Van Damme, so we definitely rented this thing. It's bad. It's a bad movie. To be clear, it's not good at all. Yeah, it's so goofy. But that's pretty much all I have in terms of movie news, Dave.
Okay, I have one that I think you'll be interested in.
Okay,
is that apparently Joaquin Phoenix passed out while working on Beau is Afraid.
I did hear that. Were we talking about this last week?
I don't know.
I'm excited to see that pair come together on the screen. I'm very, very excited for that. That's like what, like a month out? I think so. Anyway, I'm excited for that movie for sure, and I mean, both of us know we both have followed Joaquin Phoenix's career for a while. He gives everything to a lot of these roles.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, he does.
So I have no doubt that he definitely has passed out or has harmed himself in some way making this film, but yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I know you are, and I'm actually I'm pretty excited to see what comes of it too, honestly.
Did you ever watch the trailer for it?
You maybe watch it.
Okay, good, because it's just so good. It's so freaking weird. So, it'll be great. It'll be great.
Yes, I agree, but just because I have to.
You don't have to do anything, Dave.
Sure.
I'm not going to send you an angry email or booby trap your apartment before you get to LA. I promise.
Okay.
I'm just saying, a gas leak could be coming your way.
Okay.
You light up your hookah one night, and all of a sudden,
Boom!
I'll be sitting right here behind my desk. Everything will shake just a little bit. Like, got him.
And I show up to your door like a cartoon, just like.
Just like Joe Pesci in Home Alone said. Like,
Exactly.
next time, a bigger gas leak. Oh man, but that's all I got for movie news. If you're ready or in somewhat ready, maybe I don't know if you're ready. We got a couple horror comedy satires we're going to talk about tonight. A new one called Bodies, Bodies, Bodies from 2022, and an old one called Idle Hands from 1999. Oh, our youth. And I'm pretty excited for both of these, to talk about both of these. So, Dave, excuse me, if you're ready, do you want to get into it?
Let's fucking do it, man.
All right, my friend. Let's do this. If it'll let me.
What are we doing first?
We're doing Bodies, Bodies, Bodies first, the new film, the A24 film. So, here we go, kids.
I'm smart! I'm strong! I'm ready for what comes along! I got good friends! We'll stay together till silence!
Who wants to play Bodies, Bodies, Bodies?
Oh my god!
Does anybody have service?
Your face, Dave.
Guys, I get so stressed out every time we play this. Someone always ends up crying.
So how do you play?
This is a great trailer,
a piece of paper that has the X on it,
You are the murderer.
everyone else has to avoid being killed.
What is that?
Xanax, you want one?
Yeah.
I already know how Dave feels about this movie. We haven't talked
Our
about
friend is dead. So if you could just like not escalate the situation, that
I'm not escalating. You're holding the knife and you're moving your hands while you talk.
That would be so fucking obvious if I were the killer.
David.
More.
I think I've seen
You're always gaslighting me.
this trailer once.
You are so toxic.
relax.
You're silencing me.
Is that all you got, motherfucker?
Did you just fucking shoot me?
I can't believe you're making this about you.
What are the features that you're bringing?
Well, I just look like I fuck. You know what I mean? I look like I fuck. And that's the vibe I like to put out there.
Yeah.
Oof. Well, that was Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Yeah. The trailer. So, Dave, tell us what the story of Bodies, Bodies, Bodies is.
Okay. If I must.
You must.
Gina, yes.
Oh, yeah. Very, very tired of Pete Davidson's face.
Okay. So Bodies is about some college-age kids going up to one of their rich friends' house because they're all rich, which is super relatable. They're going up to their super rich friend's house to go have a weekend of fun while a hurricane passes, and drugs and arguing and this weird game was like sort of like a murder mystery game, but not really, like the kids version. And then people start dying.
Yeah. Sounds pretty much right. And we have to find out who the killer is. It is who done it kind of murder mystery slasher, almost in the vein of Scream in a way. Not the same. It's not the same at all, but it's more contained, but it feels like that kind of fun energy to me. So what was your first impression of this movie?
Okay, so when it first started, I was like, okay, I got a little hope for this. I got a little bit of hope for this. This is okay. Like the cinematography is really good.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, the vibe at first is really cool, and it's like it started really great.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lesbians making out joke. The very first scene is the couple making out. The very first scene opens to them just to each other's
don't make that
faces.
sound. Don't ever make that sound again. Jesus Christ, Dave. What are you trying to do? To me, specifically. Ow. Continue.
You're welcome. But it literally starts out on the main couple making out for like way too long.
It makes sense though. It makes sense though why it's in there. Yeah.
No, but it could have just been. It should have been shorter, I think. Either way.
Okay. I like that it was that long. Anyway, we'll get into the specifics, but you're still on your first impression. Go on.
Yes. That was just a joke I was having, and then I upset you greatly with my mouth noises. It was fun. No, I didn't like it.
I fucking loved this movie. I fucking
knew you were gonna love it.
this movie. I love this movie. I heard a few people who really liked it, but I heard a lot of people who hated it. I fucking love this movie. So literally after stream last week, Icky, here, our old buddy, good friend, Icky, in the chat, he's like, dude, I'm gonna stream this on Discord if you want to watch. I was like, yep, let's do it. And he hated it at first. He'd seen it first, and he was one of the people who told me, he's like, this movie fucking sucks. I hate it. I hated it. And we watched it together. I laughed the whole time. I thought it was hilarious, front to back. You can shake your head all you want at me. I thought it is a brilliant satire. Brilliant.
No. I thought it was a swing and a miss.
Wow. I mean, it's okay to be wrong all the time.
That's why I'm saying you're allowed to be wrong today. You're absolutely out of your mind wrong on this one.
That's fucking bonkers.
There's no way this movie was funny. At the very end was like, okay. But
I straight up laughed the whole time.
No. There was points where I could for sure see why they're like, this is the funny part. I'm like, but it's not funny.
No,
it was not funny.
No,
there was parts where it was clearly where it was like, this is where you're supposed to be laughing. I was not laughing.
There was one part. Did you understand that it was a satire? That's my first question.
I did know that.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
But the things that they were making fun of were like not relatable enough to be a satire.
I think I don't know if that's exactly what satire means, but they're taking the essence of a culture and a mindset and lampooning it and dialing it up to 11. And every character has their little thing. And the character Alice is my favorite character ever. She's the most obnoxious human I've ever seen in a movie, and she's played so perfectly. But there's a lot for me to like about this movie. But what are some of the things you liked about this movie?
I liked that they tried. I do like that they tried.
You're such a condescending person right now.
It just was not funny. It just was not. I know that they I could see where it was supposed to be funny, and but I did not laugh even one time. And I had a pretty good David meter score on it too. So it's not like I was just like on my phone, didn't catch it. I was really trying because I had a feeling you were gonna love it.
Yeah,
I had a feeling, and I was like, I really want to pay attention to this
because it's funny. I went into this. I had no idea what to say or think about it or anything. I just heard a lot of conflicting reviews. I got to see I've mentioned before. I saw a director's close up, and the director of this, who's a Dutch woman named Helena, and she was like, oh yeah, it's like I'm in and direct a movie, and it's like it's weird, it's stupid, it's funny, and it's like I got these kids to just really embody this culture, and a lot of her stories were interesting, but that's all I knew about it. I didn't know anything about the plot or how it ended or went, and I don't know. I think it just hit for me. It was so much fun. I had so much fun in this movie. I can't tell you. I really, really enjoyed it. I think first off for me, the acting is great.
That I'll give you. I like the acting in it. I like the acting. I do like some things in it, but I do like some things in the movie. And I went in knowing it was a satire and it was a comedy. or comedic horror or whatever.
Yeah, it's not a comedy film.
No,
It's-
yeah, I meant comedic, like horror, like satire, whatever. And I went in knowing that, and I still I liked parts of it, but I don't know. I think in general, it did not hit for me. I don't think it was funny. But I like you said, I like the acting, I like the cinematography.
Well, that's what we're talking about, the acting. Can you tell me more about what you liked about the acting?
So it just every person played their part well, except for Pete Davidson. Super annoying.
Pete Davidson is just Pete Davidson, to be
He
clear.
was just being Pete Davidson, and it was like, okay. I really like how the scene where they confront the other guy. I don't want to give too much away, so I'm gonna try and kind of speak.
There's another. There's two guys here. It's a bunch of young women who are like in their early 20s, and then two guys, an older guy who is a quote unquote boyfriend of one of the girls, and then Pete Davidson who's a friend and boyfriend. It's his dad's house. It's Pete Davidson's house that we're at.
I do like the scene where he's like, "You guys are fucking with me," and then he's like, "Oh," that realization, no, they're not fucking with me. I love that scene. I think he played that really well.
Yeah.
I think all the ladies, they played their roles fantastically. I forget her name, but it's the ex of one of our two main characters.
Yes.
That's jealous the whole time. I liked her performance a lot.
Yeah.
Greg, thank you. I couldn't remember his name. But yeah, Greg was really good. I liked her a lot. The jealous ex. I really liked the foreign girlfriend. I liked her acting too.
Yeah, that's Maria Bakalova from the latest Borat film.
Oh, okay.
She's the one who got Rudy Giuliani to take his pants off on camera.
That's hilarious.
Everybody was so good in this film. I think the acting, just like you said, I don't know, for everybody was top notch. Even Pete Davidson playing Pete Davidson was perfect for this because he's such a dickhead.
He's such a dick.
His character is such a dick, and he's just that perfect rich shitty dude who doesn't care about anybody's feelings and thinks whatever he says is the smartest, funniest thing in the world, even though it's hurting everybody around him. And people kind of laugh along to be cool with it. And I don't know, everybody gave this their all. This was a quarantine movie, by the way. So
that's right. Yeah.
It's a contained thriller, but it doesn't feel as contained as you would think. You know, I've seen some quarantine movies that feel like they were shot in a bedroom, even though they had, a lot to play with. But this is everybody dialed up their performances to 11, and I love it. I love it.
I will give you this. I think I would have liked this movie a whole lot more if it wasn't for the everything's finally coming out scene. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
That scene is where I was like, okay.
I feel like there's a couple of those scenes.
But the main one where it's I guess three of them that are just, oh yeah, well you do this and you do that, and oh well you're this and you're that, and it's
was this the scene with this isn't really a spoiler, but it's part of this is in the trailer, is the scene with they're talking about the scene with the gun?
Yes.
Where they're fumbling for it towards the end?
After it's right before they start fumbling for it. It's well, you're just I don't listen to your, and you get such a victim complex and all this stuff, and
it's so funny. It's it's so funny because it's so blaming and it's so self-indulgent. Every character is so fucking self-indulgent with giving the outward appearance of caring for everybody. It's that ultimate shitty rich kid, socially conscious shitty rich kid who gives that outward appearance of it, but they're actually just shitty selfish people. That's what's so funny about it, because everybody sucks. Everybody fucking sucks. And this scene in particular, I thought was brilliant. I thought was absolutely... Dude, don't give me that face, because I'm going to tell you exactly why it's brilliant. Because obviously it's over the top. They're wrestling for a gun. And I was laughing at it, and then all of a sudden the gun is introduced. And I'm like, oh shit. So I'm tense. This movie made me feel tense. And then it keeps going on. So I start laughing again. And then it's such great direction, because as soon as you start getting used to laughing again, it turns, something happens, and you're brought back into that tensity. So there's such a unique like push pull of pace with this film that just kept me so engaged the entire time.
I'll give it that. It kept me engaged. That for sure kept me engaged. But the scenes where they were really playing up the satire elements and they were really making fun of this culture and these types of people.
Yeah. There's two moments that for me, I was like, we're like a little grown worthy. But short of that, most of that stuff hit for me.
What were your grown worthy moments then?
There's
Without
a couple
spoiling too much.
There's a couple lines. One of the most over the top ones was like, no, like she's like, nuh-uh, facts are or feelings are facts, and I was like, no, we get it. Okay, like we get it. We know the joke. We know the joke. So it was like overplayed at a few points.
Yes.
Of that stuff, but short of that, like some of those comedic things were handled really well. There's a little really hilarious bit about a podcast. About the podcasting thing that made me, I mean, again, a lot of this movie made me laugh, but it's so funny because it's so like, blah, blah, blah. We have to book the guests and start a Google Calendar and get a following. And it's a lot of work. Okay, my podcast is a lot of work. And it's so embarrassing and funny. And it made me
just those lines of that scene, I was like,
but everything builds to that. That's this whole like distrust and these like snippy little comments that everybody makes. It all like culminates in this like weird like anxiety inducing thing. You know, like there's certain kinds of friends that you have at some points in your life that you should be friends with them, but you're not always sure why, because they make you anxious and self-conscious and you can never be yourself and they're always nitpicking at you, but they play it off. I don't know, man. It's a lot. And I felt that anxiety and tension through the whole thing, but also got to laugh. Excuse me.
Well, I'm glad you got to laugh.
So another thing you brought up, though, is cinematography.
Yes. Cinematography was great. Yeah. Like, all of the scenes were shot really well. They were lit really well. The whole vibe with the hurricane in the background and the lighting in general, like the power going out and like all of that was really cool.
Yeah.
And like I said, if it wasn't for those airing out all the dirty laundry scenes,
I think that is kind of the point of the film, though. I think.
I know. I just don't like it because of the subject matter of what they were talking about. I was like, this is okay.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know. It was just like they're all talking about like being rich and like all the downfalls of being rich, and it's like, this is dumb.
Well, that's the point. It's supposed they're not trying to make you relate to that. They're trying to be like, look how these fucking embarrassing ass kids think. Look at how these embarrassing ass people are actually like, my life's so hard because like I had to go to rehab for a little bit. Or like, you know, all these like privileged ass things. And that was hilarious to me. It's so out of touch and so crazy that like obviously I took nothing that anybody said in this movie seriously at all. Except
for sure.
With the except of the girlfriend who Maria Bakalova's character.
Yes.
Who's like she had like this hard time, who's like come to this country and she's, you know, dating one of the girls.
Actual hard time, yeah.
Exactly. And she has to be surrounded by all these dickheads, and so she had a really nice little emotional center to this film, like her storyline that I really liked.
Well, I guess the reason why I didn't think that part was funny at all is because the real people that are that rich and that out of touch are like saying these kinds of things. Like, I forget, was it one of the more famous models, Gigi? I don't remember.
Hadid?
It was, yes, Gigi Hadid. Yeah. She like, there's a video of her being like, I don't know how, like, I didn't get to have like a Louis Vuitton purse or something crazy. I was like, I don't even know how I survived. It's like, bitch.
Yeah, are you out of your mind?
What? So like hearing that in like movie form, like I understand why it was supposed to be funny. That's what I'm saying. I recognize that those parts are funny, but that kind of stuff, I wouldn't say triggers me necessarily, but it annoys the ever living shit out of me. That's why I was like,
well, because like a Gigi Hadid, like that's awful because somebody actually says that. Somebody actually said that. And so I think taking that and like ramping it up and having these kids, these like rich kids say it, made me laugh a lot. But going back to the cinematography,
Yes.
this film was entirely shot or lit rather with like cell phones. Like, yeah, they lit a lot of these scenes with. You saw how dark. It's so disorienting. You're in this house, like roaming around. That is like the power's gone out, so everybody's using their cell phones, and there's like glow sticks a little bit.
Yeah,
but it's mostly lit by cell phones, like actually cell phones. That's what they lit it with.
Oh, I did not know that. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's quite an achievement in cinematography. That's I think been overlooked a little bit.
That's that's impressive. That's impressive. It's one of those things where like if you find out like, oh, this movie was shot entirely on an iPhone 9 or some shit, it's like,
right.
What?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah. Yep. So I find that fascinating. And
it's very fascinating, yeah.
I think it adds to a lot of that tension because one of the big things about this, I think it is a really brilliantly plotted film because those things, like we were saying, the self-indulgence of these characters and the self-centeredness allows this plot to happen the way it does. Which I think is brilliant because everything serves each other. All these ideas serve a greater like purpose and idea as opposed to just being little Easter eggs or like little quirky things. So I think that makes this plot really interesting. Without giving too much away, it is a murder mystery film. I dislike the trailer where it's like this crazy twist that'll have your head spinning and stuff. And I'm like, well, don't do that. But
yes, and not to like, it's not really a spoiler or anything because I'm not going to give anything away. But when the twist happened, I was like, ugh.
I knew it was. I knew it was gonna come. I only got ahead of this movie a little bit, but it made me laugh because it is so dumb that it makes sense. It's like just perfectly dumb enough to make sense for all of these characters and all of this horrible shit to happen. It makes sense to me. I think it's the best ending for this. Icky can attest. I was giggling the whole time. It's so ridiculous.
I will say this. I really think that because of how I feel about the subject matter of the satire, I think that I loved this movie other than those things. And for me, like those particular things irritate me so much that I'm like, I loved it otherwise. It was tense. There was funny parts.
Yeah.
And like I said, even though the twist was, it was like, I think I only feel that way because I was so irritated. But thinking about it right now, I'm like, that's pretty fucking funny.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. I think it's the funniest way a twist could have happened for how these characters are all presented and how how seriously like they take everything as well. Yeah. It's I think it's good. I rather enjoyed it. So I liked it, but getting into also, we've talked about a lot of your dislikes and stuff as well, but is there any like, short of like those couple conversations and stuff, is there any like major overarching things that you disliked?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think in general, I really liked it. Like I said, aside from those two scenes, I also, the scene where I don't want to give too much away, but Pete Davidson objectively is a dickhead.
Yeah.
The scene where he's the most dickhead, I'm like, oh, stop! Like I was really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Really uncomfortable.
Yeah. This movie has a lot of uncomfortable parts to it, to be perfectly honest, and they do serve a purpose. He is that kind of. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I know one of those people, one or two of those kind of people. That I do not associate with or talk to anymore.
Fair enough,
for that kind of reason. I feel like I got over those kinds of people and knew that they're not serving my life super well, and I don't associate with them. But seeing that again, it kind of like also made me feel like, oh God, it just brought up all those like feelings again.
Yeah.
It was
gross.
It was gross, man. It was. But there's a lot to it. But overall, I really, really enjoyed this film.
What about your dislikes? What are some of your dislikes?
So the things for me, this film really clicked for me. There's a couple of those like grown-worthy, like, okay, we get it, kind of like dialogue things.
Yeah.
Where it was just like, we know that's the joke. We get it.
Yes.
But for me, it wasn't. There wasn't a whole lot to dislike, just because I had so much fun. I wouldn't call this like a masterpiece or anything, but I think this was a really fun bit of cinema. I like to have fun as much as the things I watch can be awful and depressing and long.
Yes.
This was a really well-paced, quick film that I thought was witty, fun, funny, and had a lot to offer. Excuse me. So, short of a few of those like jokes, all of this really worked. I think the look of the film was great again as well, and I think it was really ingeniously filmed with like also lower budget. They had to quarantine and all this stuff, and they did what they could, and whatever. I think it looks great. I really enjoyed this film, so not a whole lot of dislikes for me.
Interesting.
And to be honest with you, not to bring all this back to Scream, but I mentioned it before.
Oh, God.
I'd seen. Here we go, buddy. This might be a hot take in and of itself. That's right. Start rolling them eyes, buddy. Because I saw Scream 6 when I was back home in Ohio a few weeks ago, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I had some things that didn't really hit for me. I was like, okay about it. People really love Scream 6.
Yeah.
I like Bodies, Bodies, Bodies better than Scream 6.
That you're right on.
Like, for sure. Well, you can't judge. You haven't seen shit.
I just agree.
I reject your agreements.
I just agree.
Because it did feel really new. It felt like a new idea and a new take. And, and Scream, excuse me, having released one like almost a year after the fifth one, which I really enjoyed. I really, really enjoyed the fifth one. But releasing another one a year after, maybe I didn't have time to give myself a little time away from it. It didn't hit as hard for me like it hit for a lot of people. So
I mean, that's very valid. That's very valid, because you can't have a new one every year. That's too much.
No,
too much.
and we're gonna get Scream 7 probably next year, early next year. Nev Campbell's coming back, and I'm gonna see it. But we'll see, man. We'll see. So I like Bodies, Bodies, Bodies more than that. So.
Well, obviously, this is a recommend for you.
It's a big recommend for me, and I don't think it's necessarily. It's only conditional on the fact that it's a satire. Come in prepared to laugh. Don't take anything seriously, and you will have a really fun time. That's my thing.
Yes. Mine is a conditional.
Okay.
Recommend.
Hit me.
Understand that the joke is rich assholes.
Yeah.
So if you can't laugh at rich assholes, don't watch this movie.
Yeah, I can see. I mean, I understand this not working for people, or the comedy not working for people. I don't think it's like mass humor, like the most like it's not lowest common denominator humor. Yeah, I don't think. I think this is made for a certain generation, of which I am not a part of, nor are you. But but I don't think it's exclusive in the way that nobody else but them can enjoy it. I really enjoyed it. And that's not because like, those Gen Z kids are so out of touch. I don't believe that. But I think this had a lot of really interesting, fun, and funny things to say about a generation. So,
yeah, I think I don't know about a generation, but the rich kids of that generation. Yeah, for sure.
Yes. I mean,
so yeah, it's a A+ from Blake. It's a C+ for Dave. It would be an A+ if I didn't hate rich assholes so much.
much.
But yeah, so that's that, I guess.
That's that. All right. So 2 recommends, 1 conditional, 1 not. But we're moving on to a goofier film, I would say. A little film that I'd never heard of, nor had, of course, ever seen, that Dave knows and loves, was recommended. A little film called Idle Hands from 1999, starring Devon Sawa and Seth Green.
Yes.
So it's an interesting one. So I'm excited. I'm ready. And if you're ready, Dave,
Let's do it.
we can watch this guy.
I can't wait. Let's do it.
All right. Let's make sure I have this on screen.
Yes. 'Cause otherwise, it's going to be weird.
It's, it always gets a little weird up in here.
It's facts.
Yes. And I might hear you echoed for just a moment, so bear with me, people.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Blu-ray?
Over here, you said you was holding.
I didn't say what I was holding. Anton Tobias never had much on his mind.
Don't you think you should have like a goal? My dream life would be to lie around all day in bed and watch TV while some hot broad delivers me food.
And he always had time on his hands.
4 bodies have been discovered and the killer is still at large.
Until one of them got a mind of its own.
I have no control over my hand. It makes me do things I don't want it to do.
Aren't you a little old for Ding Dong Ditch?
Sorry about your bush.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna call 911.
This is the 90s reefer madness.
This is true.
Okay. I mean, if OJ could get off, then I'm sure. You there?
Now, his hand won't stop.
I don't want to hurt you. It's out. Ew, that's disgusting.
Won't die.
Dead. Undead, actually. And there was this big bright white light at the end of a long tunnel. So what happened? We were like, forget that, man. Too far.
And the only way to stop it
Idle hands are the devil's playpen, so keep my hands occupied, right?
is to keep it busy.
Freeze! Drop the knitting needles. That's probably not a good idea. Put him down! Cuff me! Put those needles down, young man! Cuff me! Cuff me!
Oh, no.
Columbia Pictures presents
The police have no leads and the killer is still out there.
You scream like a girl.
the comedy
Careful, it's on kind of loose. That's really starting to get on my nerves.
Yo, thanks for the
dares to
follow,
give
Negative
scary
Armpit.
movies
Look at me! I'm in the face!
Oh, and Wayne thanks.
the back.
I missed that an hour ago.
That's my dad!
Thanks, guys.
man, I saw him Baywatch. Did you lose something there, bud?
Idle Hands. The touching story of a boy and his hand. For a white guy.
Oh, buddy. That was an interesting trailer, to say the least. So that's 1999's Idle Hands, dude. So Dave, what is the story? If you could summarize this,
buddy, I fucking will. Okay, this is a story about Anton something who his right hand gets possessed by the devil.
yeah,
And John, absolutely.
yeah, this is definitely more of a comedy.
And his hand gets possessed by the devil and just starts killing people. And he including his 2 best friends, who then turn into zombies and help him win the day, and the girl apparently.
They're not zombies, Dave. They're the undead. They clarify in the movie.
They do clarify. So we always go with my first impression because it's always movies that I've not seen and you have. I
Yes.
want to let's flip it, okay? And first of all, Clubby One, absolutely, I agree 1,000%. The hand acting in this movie was phenomenal.
Oh yes.
But I would like to say, but before I get your first impression,
Yeah.
I love this movie so much, and I didn't realize that I did.
Yeah.
Because I'd only seen it one time. And when I watched it again, I remembered every single scene.
No shit.
Every single scene I remembered. And I was like, I
Wow.
love this movie so much.
Wow.
So, that being said, Blake, what is your first impression of Idle Hands?
I first want to say thank you. And thank you to Clubby One, because you guys brought this up last week when we decided to watch it. I really like this movie.
Yes!
It's so
Yes!
it's so specific and weird and goofy, and I put it on, and I'm like, okay, and then the first like actual like scene we get looks like a Nickelodeon TV show, kind of like craned up to a house, and I was like, what the fuck is this, dude? And it just gets better and better and better and funnier and weirder, and I have a lot to say about this film. So that was my first impression. I really liked it, and I had a really fun time.
I'm so glad.
So thank you.
I'm so glad to hear it. So do you want to do dislikes first, or which one do you have more of, dislikes or likes? Because
I have way more likes than dislikes.
Okay, so let's just pump through the dislikes of yours real fast, because I'm flipping the script right now because I fucking love this movie and I'm grilling you on it.
Okay, we're doing all. Yeah, Terrifier 2 did have a load of comedy. So for me, there's only like really a couple dislikes, and I think that specifically is 90s film related. That is the way they treat the character Molly, who I guess what's hard to talk about dislikes is we haven't really set up the movie or gone through things. So Molly is the love interest character played by Jessica Alba. Mm-hmm. Devon Sawa's character, his hand is possessed, and there is a lot of gore in this, surprising amounts of gore. But he's fallen in love with her, and he thinks she's so cool, and he's like, man, she like writes lyrics, she's like this like rock and roll chick, like I'm really into her, but she's presented like a dumbass. She's presented very dumb. We never get to see her be cool and like play music or do anything like that. She's just like she's sexualized, I think, in a joking manner, like as a satirical thing, like of like these kind of movies. Mm-hmm. But there does come a point towards the end when they like rip her skirt off and stuff that I was like, yeah. There was a reason for that. I want to be clear. The end of this film was reshot because test audiences saw the original ending and said, nope, they need to save the day in a weed-related way. And we also want to see Jessica Alba have her clothes ripped off. And so they did both of those things. Well, one funny, the other one not so funny.
Do you know what the original ending was then?
I don't know what it was, but parts of it are in the trailer. There's parts where Seth Green's character... there and his buddy, I forget their character names off the top of my head. Mick and buddy. Sorry, it's Seth Green's character, but they're in football gear, going up like the white stairs in the trailer. That's from the original ending.
Oh, I was gonna say I don't remember that. That's weird.
Yeah, there's I can find the clip here in the trailer, at least show that still. On screen, because I noticed it and I was like, that's not in the movie. Yeah. And so when I looked it up, that was just a cut apart from the ending that was originally there. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's here it is.
Okay. Pull it up.
I'll pull up the still. But so that was pretty much one of the few dislikes I had.
Yeah, I didn't like how they kind of treated her a little bit, just because like I thought she was this like badass like rocker biker chick, but now she's also a dumbass.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if you can see that.
Oh yeah.
Or
totally.
They're in like football gear and stuff. That was from the original ending.
Interesting.
Oh, Pnub. Yeah, thank you. Because I know that it was like Mick and Pnub or something like that. I couldn't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, so that's from the original thing. But those are the things I dislike. Overall, I think this was really fun and goofy and funny, and it feels like a 90s movie.
Yes, it does feel like a 90s movie, but I like that a lot about it. But my only real dislike was the shoot, I forget his name, but it's the character who's like that, like the devil worship rock listening truck guy.
Oh, Randy.
Yes, I did not like his character at all, because it's like he does things that are like very. Oh, dude.
Yeah, and he's kind of rewarded for it at the end.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Come on.
It's pretty gross. I also wish they would have utilized Vivica A. Fox's character more. It was kind of a side thought. She's the one who comes in to fight the possessed hand and recover the spirit or whatever that like possesses it to fight that. That's not really fleshed out. We didn't need it. She does win best one-liner. She's great in it, but they don't give her character enough to do or justification, in my opinion.
No, she definitely should have been there a little bit sooner in the movie and a little bit more prevalently, I would say.
Yeah.
I think they could have done a great storyline with that.
No, I totally agree.
But also, I don't care. Honestly, I think this movie is fantastic.
It's fun, dude. It's a fun ride. Again, these are just little things I noticed. I don't think they necessarily took away from my overall enjoyment of the film, but yeah, stuff that came to mind.
Yeah, that's totally fair. So what about your likes then?
So the first thing I liked, which I thought was funny because it was like so overdone, is the titles. Have you've seen the movie Seven, right?
Yeah.
Like they're like those like scratchy ass like things, and I was like, I went to look because I was like, this is some Kyle Cooper like intro title sequence things. I went to see if he did these titles. He did not, but I thought the titles were fun, and then we get these like scratchy titles, and then we just get this Nickelodeon ass intro shot, and I laughed a lot. I thought it was so funny. Like the comedy was really weird. Lots of 90s comedy tropes. But I thought it was weird, which I do enjoy. So
I do have to say something here. I want to touch on Chloe Wan saying Vivica A. Fox wins best one-liners.
Yeah.
And when she first said that, I was like, you know what? I would love to see an Arnold Vivica A. Fox one-liner off.
What a weird Arnold's best one-liners versus Vivica A. Fox. The matchup nobody asked for, but everybody deserves. You're welcome. I agree. But there was to Gina's point here, there was a lot of cameos in this movie. A lot of them. We get obviously Tom DeLonge from Blink-182 is in it as one of the workers at the fast food place. We get the Offspring who plays who plays at the school dance or whatever.
Yes, they're the band at the school dance.
Yeah, which is funny also because Dexter Holland, the singer, is wearing an AFI shirt. I didn't realize Dexter Holland owned Nitro Records, which was AFI's like first label.
Oh, no shit. I did not know that.
Yeah, so
that's really cool.
That's cool. And then he gets his fucking head ripped off.
Yeah, that's his scalp. I have to tell you.
Yeah.
Because, all right, so Dexter, Brian Dexter Holland is his name.
Okay.
It's Brian Holland, but he goes by Dexter, obviously, from the singer of The Offspring.
Yeah.
They were my favorite band as a kid.
Yeah.
And it was my first concert.
Nice.
So I was obsessed with them. I had all their albums. And you know how like back in the day you could buy those books where you could like find the addresses where you could like write to like musicians and stuff? It was like P.O. boxes. It wasn't their like home addresses.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know what this is, but
yeah, but like I found multiple. So I found one for The Offspring when I was a kid, and I wrote him. I was a kid, like I was young. I wrote him a letter saying like, "Hey, like you're my favorite band. I really love you guys a lot. Also, something along the lines of like, also we have the same last name. Maybe we're related."
You're as related to Dexter Holland as I am to Tony Hawk.
Exactly. And my dad, bless his heart, I think he like read it and was like, I'm not sending that.
He's like, yeah, sure, I'll send this, Dave. Fucking weirdo.
Like I really don't think he sent it because like that he's like, oh.
Yo, that's hilarious. But in terms of this film though, it was a fun cameo because The Offspring was like hot as hell in the late 90s.
They were the it band, and that's like that was the one scene that sticks out the most to me in that movie. When I think about that movie, there's two scenes that stick out the most. It's when he cuts off his hand when Alden cuts off his hand, and then when that then severed hand comes down on top of Dexter Holland's head and fucking scalps him. I remember being like, my relative,
brother.
Yeah, it was fucking.
That's really good. Wow. That's really good.
Yeah.
What I also really liked about this film, which you mentioned it, is the commitment of the actors to this like really ridiculous thing. Because Devon Sawa, this is a year before Final Destination came out, which is what launched him into I wouldn't say like major stardom, but gave him like a huge boost because he was in a bunch of stuff after that from that role, but. Again, never had seen this or heard of it. And the hand acting, because he has to act with a possessed hand. And so his hand wants to do all these things and kill everybody, his parents included, and kills his friends, who end up being pretty cool with it. And but also it's like trying to like woo. Oh no!
No, bots. Fuck off, bot.
Fuck you, bot.
Go. Fuck off.
I don't know how to get rid of it.
Oh, no!
If you didn't know, I'm modding tonight, everybody, so I'm trying my best. It's gone now. But no, I think the dedication to that, because Anton is the character's name, by the way. He's just like a grubby stoner kid in high school, and he has just grubby stoner friends. And it's funny because he's so unaware. Like there's the scene in the trailer where it's like dead bodies have been found and all this stuff, and he's like boring. He changes the channel and like uses his like inhaler thing as a bowl to smoke weed out of. And meanwhile his parents have been missing for days on end, and he's just like,
Ma, we're out of food. Dog's out of food, Ma.
Yeah, it's like unaware. We like with bodies, like unself-aware, like Gen Z rich kids, and this is unself-aware middle class 90s kid.
Yes, it was hilarious.
Totally,
so funny. I would like to take a quick detour, not too far, but for this movie, Klobiwan came up with the 6 rules that we learn from Idle Hands.
Learn about what?
It's the 6 rules to be a 90s kid.
Oh, to be a 90s kid. Got it.
Yes. Okay. A comedy horror. So, number 1, to be a cool 90s kid. All right, you ready?
Okay, I should be taking notes.
No, don't worry. I have them. I'll forward them to you.
Email them to me later.
I'll fax them to you. So, all right, ready? Number 1, only cool as fuck teens live in shitty attics.
Oh yeah, that is true. I always wanted to live in a shitty attic when I was a kid.
Right. Number 2,
real story.
You're to be a cool teenager. You have to be too cool to feel splinters.
Oh yeah. No, for sure.
Because he's in that. Because his cool attic is untreated wood, just bare fucking wood that he's just walking on barefoot.
My dining room. I've gotten so many fucking splinters from my current apartment. You wouldn't believe, dog. So far, minus the attic, I'm pretty cool.
And rule number 3: you need 5 incense at once.
Oh, I literally saw this because Anton lights up. He's like lighting up his bowl, but he's like, oh, I gotta make sure to mask the smell. He lights up not just 1 stick of incense, but 5 of them. One of those fucking things. I sometimes I'll have like little tiny ones. One of those things smokes me out of here. 5 of them would send me to the hospital, sir.
Yes.
I'd be like, sir, this man's lung is filled with patchouli. Jesus Christ. Must be in a jam band.
Rule number 5.
Fish.
Sorry, rule number 4. And I guess I was wrong. I thought there were 6 rules. There's only 5.
That's very 90s of you. Very slacker 90s of you.
Cool. Awesome. I'm a slackers 90 kid. Awesome. Slacker 90s kid. Rule number 4. You don't need to wear pants in public.
Oh. Yeah, that's true. He's walking around in his boxers.
He's walking around in his boxers. Just walking down the street in his goddamn boxers, not giving a single care because he's too cool for school, Blake.
That is true.
And then rule the final and most important rule: women on motorcycles are hot.
Oh, that is a confirmed fact for the 90s. I'm scared of them, as previously established in life.
It's true.
Scared of a lot.
Oh God, come on,
no.
for real? How
Okay.
is this happening?
This is not good. How do I do this? I'm gonna get Icky to mod for us here to get rid of this shit.
Yeah, can you get him? Are you able to mod him real fast?
I think I'm going to try to do that somehow. But either way, if you could tell me how you feel about the VFX in this, because this uses quite a bunch of practical effects, which I think are great,
practical.
but also some computer effects.
I didn't really mind any of the computer effects. I was shocked a lot how much strength
Yeah.
that hand had even though it had zero leverage.
It was literally
ever.
throwing people through like walls and shit.
And like just like holding him down when it's like, dude, just stand up. What are you doing? Just stand up.
Just do anything. Do anything. And I gotta say too, like, so Pnub, who is played by of Mighty Ducks fame, yes, Eldon Henson. Is so funny because it literally, like, his head gets disconnected, so they put it back on with this.
That scene was gross.
It's so gross. They shove a grill tong into his exposed like neck gap and then stuff his head back on. I laughed a lot. It's disgusting.
It's funny, but the whole time I'm like, oh
yeah. It's gnarly, dude. It's very gnarly.
It was very gnarly. A lot of those things were gnarly. I only really noticed the like practical, like I want to say obviously animatronic Pnub head.
Yeah.
Was when they finally put it back on to his body. When they first picked it up, it looked like it glitched out because it was like
yeah.
That was the only time that I noticed. I was not bothered by anything. I think the other practical effects were awesome.
Yeah, I think the makeup effects were great. Seth Green has that, died by bottle into skull. Well, that still you can hear when he moves, like some of the water sloshing around it. It's a nice little touch. And I think that makeup effect looked great. There was a couple times. There's a couple times where I was like, oh, he looked more decayed. And then in a later scene, I'm like, oh, he just kind of looks like a little more gaunt, like he hasn't eaten his vitamins in a few days. But short of that, like I think it was pretty dang consistent.
I think the scene that made me laugh the most was when when Pnub and Mick are crawling through the vents. And he gets the bottle stuck. The kink.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man.
Yeah, it is like those like little touches, like little things that like, because it's not just like a thing there, like it's utilized later or like used for comedic effect, and I think that matters. Like those things matter because otherwise it's just like just a thing. It's just something else that's just thrown out there. So, I think it's utilized great, and same with Pnub's head and like the way like his body is and stuff. They use that for comedic effect as well and stuff. Because both Mick and Pnub go to the dance as they're undead. They're dead, but everybody thinks they're in makeup. Like, oh, it looks so good. Like, can I touch it? He's like,
no,
nope.
But then Pnub is making out with one of the girls.
Yeah,
and it's just so gross. Like,
it's
how do you?
Disgusting.
He's cold. How do you not realize he's a cold, dead body?
High schoolers, man, hormones, Dave.
As you could say, high schoolers will fuck anywhere.
They will. And Icky, dude, I do like miss some of these stupid 90s movies because this thing, not all of them. There's a lot of bad stuff. Just like every generation, I kind of also hate this when people are like, movies and music was so much better in the 70s or the 80s or whatever. It's like, well, no, you're thinking of all the good stuff that people remember. You're not thinking of all the shit that we're still wading through in our present day, So it's like, there's a bunch of great 90s movies that are over the top and goofy and fun. And I think this is a great example that, again, had never freaking heard of this. And I'm really glad I have now. So
I'm so
it.
glad, because this show is basically, both our live stream and our actual show is basically just you showing me movies, and I finally get to show you one, and I'm just so excited about it.
Yeah, and I loved it, dude. And yeah, like Gina, like that is fun. So Mick and Penub are the undead, and they're following him around, and they're decaying bodies, and they eventually pass on, because the reason they're still there is because they're too lazy to go to the light.
Yeah, it's literally the best fucking reason. Oh my god! Like, light was just really far away, man.
It was so
good.
funny, so funny. So I laughed about that, and then at the end, when they come back as guardian angels, nobody else can see them, and Anton's like yelling at them, and they're like, give him more morphine.
Right.
It was really funny, and they're still messing with them, and now they get to be eternal buddies, I guess, forever.
It's funny because Chloe One, the movie was such a relatable movie. Like, just so many things, like being too lazy to go to the light. Relatable.
Yeah.
Same, dog.
Chopping off your possessed hand. Super relatable.
Because it's like, what's the quickest way to get rid of this problem? Just fucking cut it off.
He took the Evil Dead route, so
That's what I'm saying.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And the way, like, he was like him like trying to like get his cut his hand off, and his hand thwarting his own attempts.
Hilarious.
When he's also trying to, this is like super 90s movie thing, but also when he's like, quote unquote, trying to seduce Molly, Jessica Alba's character, she's like just ready, by the way. He is like groping her, like the hand, is like groping her. She goes, oh, you like it rough? And I'm like, they're 17.
Yeah.
Oh, gross. And then he's like ties his own hand up to the thing, like to the bed.
Oh, you're kinky.
Yeah. And I was like, oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh no. So I think, and actually, Gina, that's what I was thinking too. Like, once the hand is on its own and is like the thing from the Addams Family, same hand actor who played.
You're making that up.
I swear to God, I'm not making it up.
That's awesome.
Christopher Hard played the hand. His hand played the hand. But yeah, known for the Addams Family and Addams Family Values, both of those the 90s Addams Family films. So
interesting.
Just saying.
That's really cool.
Yep. I was like, that's a really interesting little tidbit.
I love how the scene where he fucking microwaves his hand, possessed hand.
Too.
And then, because that was really gross too.
It was disgusting. There's some disgusting ass stuff in this movie.
Yes, but then when Mick and Penub fucking accidentally let it out, and he's like, "You have the hand." They're like, "Well, fine then. We'll get you one next time."
Dude, I also like how when they open them after the hand has been microwaved and we see it like bubbling and stuff, they open the microwave and it just zips out the window, which feels very Evil Dead. So I'm just saying, there's a lot of those things, like those like Sam Raimi kind of like, we're
Right.
following the things.
Yeah.
Things just happen because they can. So
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
man, I just really, really, really loved this movie. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I know that Chloe One had a really, she was rooting for one of the characters' downfalls, and it happened, and that was. I
was rooting for Randy's downfall, but we can't get that lucky.
Too. Yeah, no, but it was the oh god, I forgot her name, but the one that Penub makes out with.
Oh yeah, I don't remember. Oh, that was a wild death.
That was fucking wicked, dude.
Obviously they set that up really well. Like, something's gonna happen. So for anybody who hasn't seen this, they're trying to escape the gym, and they go through a vent where they know they can hop down, but there's this like big rotating slicey fan. And so Molly, Jessica Alba's character, takes this other girl's shoe. I think her name is Tanya. It might be Tanya. Sticks her shoe into the fan, so the fan stops, and they use the whip from the costume to like go down. So Molly goes down through it, and Tanya's scared, and so she's like, "Oh, I don't know." I was like, "Oh, she's gonna finally have the the courage to like go down and the shoe's gonna slip because they show close-ups of the shoe like about to fall or like about to let the fan start spinning again. It's like she's gonna get between the blades and it's gonna go and chop her head off. But no, that's not what happens at all.
No.
She gets caught by the hand, wrecked by the hand, and then like just shoved into it anyway. So she wasn't even like really escaping. It was like a little twist on it that I thought was fun. It kind of played with our expectations.
It's true. And that's another scene I vividly remember having. I still can't get over the fact that I've only seen this movie one time, and I still remember every single one of the scenes. There's not a scene where I was like, I don't remember that.
It's a striking effect. I'm not gonna lie. There's also fun little touches too, like when Anton is watching TV with the hand, he's turning it, but his possessed hand is turning it to different hand-based things on the TV.
Yes,
like different like things that show hands, or like there's like a really old movie that we might watch on stream one night called Manos: The Hands of Fate, which is like a famous terrible B movie from the 60s.
Yes.
It turns that on. It just turns on a bunch of hand programming. And I was like, it's funny. That's really funny. Yes. I really enjoyed that. We also get a Rob Zombie cameo.
Yes, I was waiting for you to say it.
He's watching music videos. Anton is watching music videos and he was like knitting because he's trying to keep his hands from being idle, therefore to stop killing it. So he starts knitting and stuff, and he's watching music videos really loud. And one of those music videos is the Dragula music video by Rob Zombie, which I didn't think was that old of a song, but I guess it is. And I remember that music video very, very well.
Yeah.
And so we get that, and I was like, well, Rob Zombie's got his hands in everything, doesn't he?
Yeah, I was like, Blake's definitely going to have something to say about that for sure.
Dude, also, can we talk about how this may or may not be a metaphor for the dangers of masturbation?
That's hilarious. Because the whole time we were thinking that it was... basically the 90s reefer madness, and it was anti-marijuana propaganda.
I was literally that was what I was thinking like halfway through. I was like, this is like a send up of like joking about like it's like a really long masturbation joke.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's where my brain went, because I thought that was funny. But yeah, I don't know, it's funny. I think it's a really, really, really funny movie and a really fun time. So
I agree. So is this a recommend for you then?
This is a big recommend for me. If you can get behind some goofy 90s movies that have a few problematic tropes to them, to be honest with you, no like racism or anything like that, but there's a little light misogyny.
I was gonna say it's the exact phrase I was gonna use,
because they do, it's supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be over the top, Molly's character, but there's a couple times where I'm like, I see you, 1999. I'm watching you. But no, it's definitely a recommend for me, because it's really fun and goofy, and I think this is a fun movie to watch with friends. I watched it alone, but and I had a good time. But I think this would be fun to watch
this movie with friends. This would be a great movie night movie.
Absolutely. I know. We got to find out who owns the rights. We'd have to stream this on Discord, but
yeah, we can stream on Discord.
But yeah, this is a fun movie. So thank you for recommending this to me. And Colby One, again, thank you. And thanks for everybody else who chimed in last week to say, oh, I know what that movie is. I've heard of that.
It's Learning
new stuff, man. Learning new stuff. But yeah, but thank you. That's a recommend for both of us. And Dave, buddy.
Yes.
What else we got going on?
So we just released a new episode of our actual podcast.
Yes.
Same name. And
confusingly the same name.
Released everywhere you can get a podcast. Damn near everywhere you can get a podcast. And this episode was cult horror movies.
Yes, we talked about Midsommar from 2018. 2019. And we talked about The Wicker Man from 1973, which is fucking bonkers, dude. And
so
yes,
bonkers.
This did make up for Spirited. Yes, it did. You're 100% in my good graces again. Welcome back. It feels good. But yes, we talked about those two movies. we had a really fun time. We had a really fun time with this episode,
We really
and
did, yeah.
and we appreciate everybody who's taken a listen to it. It's been doing really well, and doing really well on YouTube as well, which you can check us out there. You'll be able to see not next week, but the following week, our episode 6. We're full video, so you'll be able to see us kind of like you see us now, a little more black and white, but you'll be able to see us both doing the show on YouTube in full. So
It's true. It's true. And also next week, the next episode is our action heist movie episode.
Oh yeah, we're guys. We are talking about 2 surprisingly similar films. We're talking about the Fast and the Furious, the original, the OG Fast and Furious,
2001.
Yeah, versus Point Break from 1991. Keanu Reeves and Swayze and Busey.
And Busey.
So much Busey. So Busey.
Busey.
So we did talk about Gone in 60 Seconds already. Which that was actually, we did a heist episode on Gone in 60 Seconds.
We did, yes.
Fun times. This is a really fun one. We get to talk about a lot of fun 90s things. So
yes, it's really fun, and so is this week's episode, honestly. So please go check them out.
Yeah, give them a
it means
listen.
the world to us.
Yep, and give us a shout out if you know anybody who likes movies and terrible comedy. You should give us a recommend, because all that stuff helps a lot. But also, if you listen on Apple, if you give us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts, that stuff massively helps.
Yes,
so anything you got to say or do is great. Not necessary. We're gonna be here anyway.
Yeah,
look at us.
We're nerds.
We're fucking losers. So. Seriously though, thank you all. It's been a great time. It's been a very good time. And also, don't forget, if you don't already, follow us on here. It's free. And if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can subscribe to us for free as well. Yes, all that stuff helps. We're also on the socials, putting up show clips, stream clips, all that stuff. So if you got suggestions as well, we're on Discord. So what do you want us to talk about next week? Because we got to figure that out, and then we'll be back and we'll talk about it. So send your suggestions to us on any of the things. If you have our numbers, text us. If you have Dave's fax address, text him. Fax him.
Fax address? Fax number.
It's 1945 in my brain.
Oh, you poor sweet idiot. That's hilarious. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow. I'm so sick. I feel like shit. My brain is boiling in its skull, Dave. I'm dying here, man.
On that note,
I'm struggling. Fax machines actually are still in use. Yeah,
I have one at my work.
Yeah, you should ask Wendy about that. She's a real estate agent. Oh, dude, I don't wish fax machines on anybody. But either way, whatever. We'll be back next week. Send us your suggestions. We love and appreciate all of you.
Yes, we do.
And we'll catch you next week.
It's so good. And what the hell? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I don't. Blake.
I'm panicking.
hear me? Okay.
Yeah, yay. That was a fun one.
I'm seeing if he mentions us.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Wait, what?
What? Why is he drinking again? He's like already off the wagon.
No, those aren't beers. That's not a beer. Is that a beer? That's not a beer.
I don't think it's definitely not like a beer. This is seltzer. He's like, all right, I'm done drinking, but it's just like White Claws now instead of Busch Lights.
That's hilarious.
That's really fucking funny, dude.
He's actually asking a question, so I responded to him.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Bro, our Midsummer episode on YouTube is up to 115 views with almost 9 minutes average. And 6 likes. Oh, sorry.